We will now discuss about the implementation of observer pattern in C Sharp. So I have some code ready with me. I have an order class which has some common properties. I have sales order class which derives from the order class, and I have a purchase order class which also derives from the order class. So I have sales order and purchase order which both derives from the base abstract class called order. And I have a common method called save order which is used by both sales order and purchase order, which is doing some two lines of code which tells order saved to database, and then after saving we are writing some audit events. Okay, so I'll just execute. Before executing, in my program.cs I am creating a sales order and then I am creating a purchase order. So in my create sales order I have create sales order which then calls the save order method of the base class. Similarly, in my purchase order also I am creating purchase order and calling the save order method of the base class. So this the output I am seeing, like creating sales order, order saved to database, audit event added and created sales order. Similarly for purchase order. So far no issues. Now I get a requirement like after saving the order to database and before writing the audit event, I need to add some code which are different for sales order and different for purchase order. That means I got some logic like if order is sales, send an SMS. If order is purchase, send an email. When such a requirement comes, how do you do it usually? So a developer who has begun his coding recently, he will just add some event type and then add some logic based on that, not event type, order type. Just add order type and then add some code like if order type equals sales, send an SMS. If order type equals purchase, then email. And then in my child classes, I just write this dot order type equals sales and this is purchase. And in sales order I'll add this. So what happens when it comes? If order type so now I'll try to execute. So yes, after creating sales order, saving the database, I am sending an SMS, and after creating purchase order, saving to database, I am sending email before the audit event is added. So far it works good, but is it a good coding practice? Because here we are modifying the base class. And now if another order type comes, I'll be again adding code in my base class. So what is the problem with modifying the base class? So this is violating the open close principle in solid. So this is not the correct way to do this. I'll comment this line off. And now how we can implement that? Basically what I need is I need a placeholder here, wherein what is to be executed is decided by the child classes. So I'll just add an event. Start by creating a delegate. I will remove this order comment is off. I declare the delegate. Now I am going to create an event of type delegate. Actually, we can declare this delegate even outside the class. So I am declaring it in the namespace, and I am creating the event of type notify delegate inside this class. Then what I will do, I will invoke this delegate here before audit event and after the saving to database. This placeholder I will invoke notify.invoke. Till now, so I am telling that there is some functionality which will be decided by the child classes in this case. And how in my purchase order class, what I am going to do is like I am going to add my purchase order. I want to send email, so I will copy this method and then to my delegate type notify, I'll attach the send email method. Okay, and similarly in my sales order I have a send SMS and I will comment this one and I will attach this event to my notify. So here, so tomorrow if there is a new class which comes up other than sales order and purchase order, I am going to add that method only in the child class like this and attaching it to the event. Okay, so this is how we do it. So now I will try to execute it. So I achieve the same functionality. Now what is the advantage? So after creating a sales order saved to database, my SMS is sent, and after creating the purchase order, I am able to send the email before the audit event is added. So basically what I am telling the base class is a placeholder, and then I am attaching the event particular to that child classes in the child class. So tomorrow if the third order type comes in also, I am not going to modify the base class, and thus I am able to follow the solid principles, I mean the open close principle. So I hope you all understood how it is implemented. Another scenario where we usually find this implement these in the classic ASP.NET applications where we have user controls. For example, there is an address user control with 5 address fields and a save button. Now the save will be different in different pages where this user control is being used, ASCX is used. So that is one example of the observer pattern in ASP.NET. So I hope you understood. Please like, subscribe and share the video if you liked it. Thank you.